Hello friends and welcome to the new MKX Mobile video. First question of the day: how do you like the new layout? I'm gonna use a similar layout for streams that are coming really soon. Thank you guys for helping me testing it. And the topic of today's video is the best character in MKX Mobile. You guys asked me in the comments a lot, who do I think is the best character in the game? And you guys always ask if it's worth to get one or another character from the retry trick, from the combat pack. And I've been playing this game quite a lot, for half of the year maybe now, and I've played with every single character in the game, and all I can give you is my opinion. I can't give you the one and only truth. You'll have to decide for yourself, and it greatly is affected by what other cards do you have. But for example, if you have every card and you want just to determine which one is the best card, so there are a few criteria. First of all, what are the best cards to play in Faction Wars? Those cards are different than the cards that are best to play in the challenge, because, well, let's admit it, in the challenge, it's if you have maxed gold cards, it doesn't matter which maxed gold cards you have. If you have maxed cards, you will just cut through the challenge super easy. But if you don't have maxed cards, probably one level higher Demolition Sonya Blade will be stronger than like the same classic Scorpion probably. So it's all very subjective. But if we just take the whole list of all characters that we have in the game, and let's assume that they all are completely maxed out, I'm gonna answer you who I think is the best among those guys, and you're welcome to leave a comment to agree or disagree with me, and I really want to know your opinion in the comments, so guys, it will help me a lot if you do it. So I've been thinking a lot, and I have 3 names. I can't decide who is the best. It really depends on the who you're fighting and who are your teammates. We'll talk about best teams a bit later. It will be the topic of another video. But for now, I wanna say 3 names. First one is Slasher Jason Voorhees. Well, it's obviously one of the best cards in the game. This character is the hardest to get because Nezorium already brought back Classic Scorpion and Classic Sub-Zero, but still haven't brought back Classic Scorpion. I'm sorry, Slasher Jason. Maybe they will do it like in a few days, on Friday. I'm sorry, in a week on Friday, but well, it's still not clear. But anyway, right now at this moment, this character is the hardest to get. And why is he so good? Let's go to his stats. First of all, his X-ray is just amazing. It gives bleed, and take a look, it's 60 damage. It's one of the strongest X-rays, maybe after Assassin Kitana and a few other characters, and it gives bleed. This is one of the best effects you can get after he uses his, well, every ability of his gives bleed. Bleed is one of the best dots, I think, because it takes a huge amount of damage over time. You can just go completely in defense after you make your opponent bleed, and if he is low on health, he will just die. So another great thing is his equipment. Let's take a look at the Jason's mask. I hope I have it. Yes, I have it. Hockey mask. It gives him 36 resistance to all debuffs. Isn't it amazing? And 21% health boost. So this makes him like one of the healthiest characters in the game. And if you max out his mask, it will give you 25% chance to reflect 100% basic damage when blocking. So basically every fourth hit from the opponent that you block will just blow up to him. So it's just crazy amazing. Well, you can say that not a lot of people don't have his equipment. Well, I think a lot of people do, but don't have it maxed. But still, 21% health and a lot of what was the other boost? I forgot. Okay, well, you see, this equipment is extremely powerful, and Jason Slasher, he's just, his style, his moves, he's just amazing, totally. I think the the best way to say it's one of the best characters is just how rare and how hard obtainable it is. So let's go to another character which I think is one of the best characters in the game. It's Classic Scorpion. We already had in the previous video comparison between Classic Scorpion and Classic Sub-Zero. All I want to add is that his special 1 gives bleed. After his special 1 is basically probably even stronger than his special 2. Just take a look. Okay, you can get 52 on special 2, but on special 1 it says 2180. You can get up to 40 if you hit 80%. It will give you critical, and if it will give you bleed. Can you imagine? First special was bleed and second special is with fire, but I don't really think that anyone will use special 2 on Classic Scorpion because his special 1 is just amazing. He is perfect in the matches where in the challenge where there is such a modifier as regeneration for the enemy, when they just tag out when they are low on health and when they come back they are almost full again. So this challenge is really hard to beat, but with Classic Scorpion you can prevent them from taking out. While he takes out, you put Classic Scorpion and you just kill that the weakest character doesn't let him regenerate. This is a big boost. And basically he has good attack, he has good attack speed, he has great combos, and his special ability is just amazing. And another character, it's really hard. I was thinking who should I put on the third place, and I think I'll go with Undead Hunter Johnny Cage. His ability to get a lot of power by killing Netherrealm by killing Jason Slasher is just amazing. A lot of people play Jason because he is amazing, and Unstoppable Jason and Slasher Jason are very strong cards and you can find them in a lot of decks. So if you use Undead Hunter, he's gonna be a huge asset in that. He can kill Jason Slasher just by himself every time, almost without losing any health, because his attacks are super fast. It's one of the fastest characters. This is first one. I think I'm not even sure, but I would put him in the first place in the game, maybe on the second after Jason Slasher. But if you see how easily he counters Slasher Jason, it's just obvious this character is one of the strongest in the game. His first special attack is Power Drain. It's almost like Kenshi, and it's really visually appealing too. Like he cracks the nuts, and it's really cool. And he is fast. He is furious. He has a lot of health, a lot of attack. Well, definitely not the strongest character by stats, but his special ability is just amazing. 30% damage versus Netherrealm is just fantastic. He just kills all Netherrealms, especially slashers. And since the game has a lot of lately Netherrealm characters, this character is a must-have in your deck if you play Faction Wars. Well, I think this is the top 3 of this game at the moment. I want to mention a few more characters which I think are amazing and almost deserve to be in the top 3. Of course, it's cover-up Cassie Cage. Her special 2 is one of the best special 2s, maybe after Aaron Black. Because just take a look. It's cripple. It means that all specials of your opponent will be blocked. And if Quan Chi blocks them for like about a few seconds, Cassie Cage blocks them like for 10 seconds, so you can just freely kick his ass after you use special 2. It makes her incredibly good, and she's one of the fastest. He's probably as fast as Undead Hunter Johnny Cage. She's super fast, she's super good, and her special 1 is pretty much, it's okay. If you need to just finish off some opponent, it's good, and her X-Ray is really good too with Power Drain. Also, who I'd like to mention, let's see who we have here. I'm not fond of, well, Inferno Scorpion is pretty good, guys. His 200% attack boost on tagging for 6 seconds is a huge deal. You can just tag him in and out just to use this advantage. He is definitely one of the worthiest characters. Master of Souls Ermac is, his main ability is ability to start with X-Ray if you use him with Mournful Kitana in the team. With Mournful Kitana and some other Outworld characters, because his passive ability is he starts with 1 bar of power for each Outworld teammate. So like Mournful Kitana and Aaron Black, he gets 2 bars for all of them, and Mournful Kitana gives him another bar and gives another bar to Aaron Black. So it's just crazy. Aaron Black, of course, how could I forget the dude? I don't think I have him in this collection, which is sad, but Aaron Black is definitely... Oh yeah, I have him. He can be in top 3 easily with his special 2, and his special 1 is crazy too. I don't know why such digits, but I think his revolvers will get him ability to have much better special 1. Because I remember playing him, I couldn't use special 2, I used special 1, and I was like, what? He killed him with special 1! Yeah, you see, 12% for damage boost for special 1 and 2, it's just great piece of equipment. An unblockable chance on basic attacks. Well, he's pretty slow character, but he's really good. So, let's see if there is anyone else worth mentioning for... Revenant Kung Lao is pretty good. His shield is really amazing. I made a video about how he's almost immortal, and it's still true. Now I want, if you guys are chasing for some characters, or if you're just opening combat packs with retry trick, I can give you advice which characters I wouldn't get. So if I get them from combat pack, I would definitely do a retry. I think absolutely, well, maybe not useless, but not very useful characters are... Let's go from the list. I'm not touching challenge characters right now. So, Tactical Sonya Blade, I don't think she's worth it. Let's see. Whole challenge characters here. Assassin Kitana, she is the rarest character in the game, but it's definitely not worth it. I just don't like her at all. I think Mournful Kitana is better than Assassin Kitana. Her stabbing effect is pretty good, but it recharges the opponent's energy. So, well, like, while she's stabbing, he can recharge full special bar. I mean, full special 1. If opponent was on 0, after Kitana stabs him, he's almost special 1. So it's not really worth it. Oh, Ronin Kenshi, I forgot to mention, he's one of the best too. He's definitely could make it into the top 3. He's like as good as Aaron Black. Also, I wouldn't get, obviously, neither of Netherrealm team. Revenant Jax Briggs, Quan Chi, and Revenant Sub-Zero. Well, maybe I don't like them so much because they come in the Netherrealm pack. So basically you have to pay more for them than for any other gold character. And they're just not worth it. Revenant Jax is just trash. I don't know, Jax in this game is really, I think, one of the worst characters. Then Quan Chi is pretty good with his resurrecting ability. Sub-Zero is okay, just an average Sub-Zero, but I definitely think it's not worth the money. Bojutsu Kunjin. Kunjins are pretty much average, I don't think they're really good. Shaolin Master Kung Lao. If you have a lot of bronze characters and don't have a lot of gold characters, well, of course he can be good for you because he gives great boost. Ninjutsu Scorpion, not really good character, but in the combination with other martial artists, he gives him a good boost. He gives him 30% attack boost, which is not bad. Kotal Ken, Blood God is bad, Sun God is pretty good, I think average. Johnny Cages, only Johnny Cage I really like is Undead Hunter, other Johnny Cages are not really good. Spectral Ermac, not very good. Master of Souls Ermac, pretty good. Demolition Sonya, pretty good. For her boost, she gives a boost to Spec Ops. She gives them 30% attack. Swarm Queen Dvora, one of the worst characters. Commander Kano, one of the worst characters. Balance Kenshi, really good. Mortal Kitana, one of the best Outworlders. I really prefer her over almost every Outworld character, maybe Master of Souls, Ermac, and well, Aaron Black I think are better than her, but others are definitely below. Hattrick Kung Lao, not worth it. Possessed Kenshi, I don't think it's worth it. I think it's one of the worst Kenshis. He has this cool tag-in ability, but I just don't see. I like Balance Kenshi more because he gives special ops 1 bar of power at the start, which is better, I think. So it's all I have here, but I don't think there are more worth characters. About the challenge characters, I think Kraken Reptile, not worth it. He's really not good. Shinnok, honestly, not worth it. I tried playing with him, I just didn't like him. If you like the character, like if you like his moves, if you like how he looks, even if it's not the strongest character, you can play him, of course, but It's just personal preference. I personally don't like him at all. Then, what else do we have? Classic Sub-Zero, pretty good. If you can get him, it's definitely a good thing, but it's not worth like spending all your souls for. Reverend Kung Lao, good. Dark Empress Kitana, not really good, just an average. Dark Raiden, pretty good. I think he's one of the best challenge characters, definitely in top 5, I guess. Heavy Weapons Jax Briggs, I used to think he was pretty useless, but recently I changed my mind. He's pretty good, just take a look at his passive. All Spec Ops teammates gain 30% toughness, and this is great, and his second special deals damage to the entire opponent's team, which is super good. So he's pretty good, he's average. Cold War Sonya, average. The shield is good, but it's probably the all you can get from her. I'm sorry, my cats are going crazy, doing a mess and doing a lot of noise. Piercing Melina, definitely good. Unstoppable Jason Voorhees is really good. And I think that's all we have. Yeah, guys, that is my a little expertise, a little, like, I give a grade to every character in the game. I'm not touching silvers and bronze characters. I will just say that best bronze characters is Ninja Mime Johnny Cage. If you don't have console, if you don't have him unlocked, probably the best characters is Surian, I think so. Then the best silver characters is definitely Silver Kenshi. He's great addition, even to the faction wars. When he's maxed, I think he's not worse than gold character. He can take gold character easily. Scorpion is pretty good. Jax is terrible. Jax, I don't know, he's one of the most expensive. He's as expensive as Kenshi, but he's just terrible. I can't use him. Well, Sonya and Cassie pretty good. Silver ones. Others, not really good. Alright guys, this is what I think. You, of course, it's a free country. Well, every country probably is free, so you have a right to think whatever you think, and I respect your opinion, but you have mine, and let me know what you think about it in the comments. Thank you everyone for watching. Don't forget to put a like if you like this video, and I'll see you in the next one, hopefully with the new update. Take care.